Hi everyone, welcome back to my weekly favorites. If you're new here, my name is Shayla and I'm a mom of 3 under 4, and this is my little segment where I like to show the little things that are making a big difference in our daily chaos. And I have some really good ones this week. A couple of these are all related to sleep. So we're going to start out with the big one. I am completely obsessed with these sleep sacks. If you are looking for a sleep sack for your kid, excuse me, if you're looking for a sleep sack for your kid, these ones are amazing. They have feet. So all my kids are terrible sleepers. I need like the least amount of reasons why my kid needs to wake up at night, and getting tangled in their sleep sack is not something that I want to go through. So these are awesome. It's a 2.5 tog. I'm a cold sleeper, so I really like to have a bunch of heavy blankets on me, and I would feel really bad if my kid was cold at night. I always feel like the sleep sacks are so thin. I do have a thinner one that I really like, but only for really hot weather. This one is so awesome. It's really, really fluffy. I just put it in the washer and dryer on a normal setting, and it has little foot cuffs. It has zippers, double zippers all the way down and up. And they actually have another version. This is like the tank top version. They have another version that came out pretty recently, and I got them. That actually has like little sleeves on it, and the arms zip off. It's like a full long sleeve and then zips off into the shorter sleeves. So we have all of these for all of my kids. I love them. We go camping all the time. So I'll pretty much only use those ones for my big kids when we're out somewhere that's actually really cold. But for my baby, I love these. And then maybe next week I'll show you guys the thinner sleep sack that we have that's only, I think is 1 tog. But this one is so awesome. It's also, I think, organic material too. So really, number one, like sleep item. Another thing that I'm really enjoying, we have 2 of these in every one of our rooms. These are by Yoga Sleep, and I know everyone's obsessed with the hatch, but it really didn't do it for me. There was something about the sound where like it just wasn't calming. It didn't have like the deep like that I was really looking for. I don't know if you understand what I mean or not, but no, shade to them or whatever, but this is by Yoga Sleep. I feel like the sound just sounds so much better. This one is so cool. It's like light to rise also. And so you just tap the top and you can change it. It has different colors. Let me see if I can actually plug it in. I pulled it off my nightstand so I could show you guys, but let's see. Plug it in. It actually has a battery in there, so it keeps track of the time. It has a sleep and wake setting, and then you can just tap it. I have it set on red right now, and I love this at night, especially if you have like a newborn and you want to nurse at night, but not wake them up completely, trying to get their circadian rhythm all set. I also really like it when I'm getting ready for bed, just to like kind of relax myself. But here, I'll show you the sound. It's very calming. I have it set on just a first setting, but it also has like lullabies and rain music and all sorts of other things. You can set it to green or red if you want to have like a go signal for your toddler if you're training them to sleep in their own bed, which we have not tried yet, but I definitely want to eventually. And then this is also by Yoga Sleep as well. It has the same sound. As the other one, and all these both have timers, I believe. Well, this one definitely does. I can't remember if this one does, but it just sounds so nice. And it also has a little ring that lights up on the top, so you can have like a smaller light. But we have one of these on my husband's side, and then the light to rise on my side, and then we actually have them in all of our other bedrooms. I like to have a sound machine on the farthest end of the room, just kind of louder, filling up the space, and then I like to have another one right between the baby and the door, so that the older kids don't wake each other up. So yeah, another thing that I obsess about are these little salt lamp night lights. I need night lights on at night because I'm a little bit of anxious person. I get the heebie-jeebies when I'm like walking through my house at night. And so I keep one of these plugged in my kitchen, like pretty much constantly. I like all the good vibes. And then I have them in each one of our bathrooms. And it makes such a big difference with how cozy the house feels. Really love these. I just get like little replacement bulbs, and these have been going strong for like probably 5 years or so. But yeah, awesome. Totally obsessed with these. Another thing I'm really loving lately is this Mom Cozy a juice container. You know how when you start feeding your baby juices, they just squeeze it and it explodes everywhere? Well, this is really cool because the bottom comes off and then you slide it in here, and then the little spout comes and you like kind of push it through this part, and then you close it. So they can't squeeze it on the bottom. They could just suck it through the top. And my, I guess she's 10 months now. My 10-month-old loves this. It's the only way that I can feed her pouch and then walk away for a second and leave her in the high chair while I'm trying to tend to my other kids. Otherwise, I come back and she's completely covered in sticky goo. um, my last thing that I want to show you guys is this really stretchy wrap type thing. I mean, I guess it could also be a scarf if you're into infinity scarves, which really brings me back to middle school. But this thing is so awesome. It's I can't remember the name of the brand. It's Mama something, but I'll link it. This thing is so cool. I guess it was a while back when I was putting my baby to sleep. Teo was like 17 months old when we had our third baby. So I was really pregnant, and my daughter, who was in this sleep sack, really wanted to be rocked to sleep. Or actually, she didn't want to be rocked. She wanted to be like walked to sleep. She wanted me to bounce her around and walk around, but my wrists were killing me. And so this sleep sack combined with this was like the perfect mesh. Because it has feet, she can just, sit on my hip with her legs out. And then I would have her, in this thing, you just basically keep it over you like this, and you plop them in there and you stretch it around them, and it makes it so comfy. You can like pull it over your shoulder a little bit if you want it a little bit tighter, but it was so comfy and so awesome to be able to put her to sleep like that. I was getting exhausted just walking her around all the time. And what I really love about these is that, there's no strings or buckles or anything to mess with, and it can be folded up really, really small. And so I actually have like 4 of these, and I keep it in my really tiny little backpack, and also my sling pack that was in my first weekly favorites video. And it's just the best little accessory, especially if your kid's like teething or really sad and just wants to cuddle. This just makes it so cozy. So, um, yeah, these are my weekly favorites this week. I always have new things. Oh, actually, one more. I totally forgot. This thing. Um, this is a little stamp. My son is in preschool right now, and they want us to label everything. And I am kind of particular. I want it to look really nice and clean. And so this is a customizable stamp. It has non-toxic ink in it. And I found it on Amazon. Most of these things are on Amazon. And you can just put your name on it. I have our last name because I think we're going to use some of these clothes for my daughters too. So I didn't want to just put my son's name, but you just stamp it on there, and I mean, voila, you don't have to go and grab a Sharpie and, kind of chicken scratch all over your kid's clothes. It comes out really nice and clean. Like I'll do this sleep sack right now so you can see. It looks so nice. I pressed a little bit too hard so you can see the edge, but so nice. It fades a little bit with wear, but you can just stamp it again. But I keep this in the kitchen drawer, so anything that he's wearing, I could just stamp it really quickly on our way out. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything that I'm sharing, please drop it in the comments below. I hope this was helpful for somebody, and like always, if you don't need any of this stuff, don't buy it. This is just stuff that has really brought value to my life. And I'm a minimalist. I mean, I was a minimalist. Now not so much with all these kids, and all this stuff, but I really only want the things that work, and hopefully if you need something, one of these things might work for you. I hope this was helpful for you, and yeah, let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or if you want to be friends. I'd love to have you reach out, and I'm glad that you're here.